This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. We're doing another video review today. This time, as you can see, we're doing another handy-dandy iPad review. I think I might coin that phrase, actually, handy-dandy iPad review. So with that in mind, the app we're looking at today is a tourism/map/visitors information/something else app. I've been pulling around to see how people would pronounce it. In my opinion, my humble opinion, this is apparently not the majority. I'd say MakkaMappa. And that seems to be, I've heard MakkaMappa, MakkaMappa, various other things, but I'm going to go with MakkaMappa because that sounds, reasonable to me, because this app allows you to make maps. We'll get more into that later, but I guess I'll stop talking and actually hit the thing and show you guys. So we'll get through the basic splash screen there. I'll see if I can tilt this to get there. It doesn't appear, so we're going to rotate it really quick. Essentially what this app is, it's a map app. It's a map. All the parents out there, I'm sure, are hating me for that. But anyway, what this does is it offers the ability to take a tourism-style map like this. That there are lots of maps that can be downloaded, and I'll show you that in just a second, the searching for a map. But once you have a map, and this is actually not the greatest example because it doesn't have any overlays, so let's go find the Royal Wedding North route. Was one of the first things I pulled up because we all liked the Royal Wedding, right? It was a day off and it was an extra 3-day weekend. But anyway, so here you go. The main idea behind this is, you've seen these before. These are kind of the you are here style maps that say, you're here on this street, all the main attractions are elsewhere. And in this case, the main attractions simply just tap to get to the main screen there. And I'm going to go ahead and rotate this again so we can get back to this. It's easier to see. Okay. You can tap the screen anywhere, and the little buttons along the side here do pop up in the portrait mode, but not in the landscape mode, which is slightly irritating. As you can see, I've got all the available functions right here, which is grand, but they don't show up in the landscape mode, only in portrait, which is really aggravating, especially if you're like me and you can't stand apps that do only portrait for the iPad. I feel like it works better sideways. That's kind of the idea of a tablet, in my opinion. But anyway, the main feature here, I kind of rambled a bit there, sorry. This one's very disorganized. But anyway, the idea is you hit the attractions, like you can see it says St. James Palace. And then obviously this is St. James Palace, and if you're, say right there, then it's over there. But say you want to know more about St. James Palace, then you simply hit this little I for information, and then here's a nice little scrollable tab at that appears. This app isn't entirely baked in some design elements. For example, loading this and then hitting other things, this doesn't go away automatically, and the more things you hit, things are still there. And I found that kind of irritating, and at the same time it feels buggier the more you do it. So that's a quick fix for the developer, just a quick little update. You could easily sort that out. The other thing is, once they're open and you do something else, then you go back, you hit it again. You hit this again, and then obviously it just puts it back because it thinks it's still open. And, it's just confusing, but a slight little design fix there could easily be done, and this app would feel a lot more sturdy. So essentially that's the main feature here, and not only is it a great map app in the sense of here's all the stuff that's around on the map, and here's all the attractions with clickable, very intuitive, just click and then get more information about it, which is great. But not only does it offer that, also if you happen to be in the area, you can hit this button and then it'll show you all of the maps that are nearby, the maps that you've downloaded that are near your location. These are location specific apps. You can even hit this little compass icon and then it will show you, see again I had the menu open and it didn't close it. But you can hit that and here you can see it says you are not on the map. But if I were, say, on Downing Street, then it would put me GPS located right there. And so obviously that's great because then it's a kind of still a you are here style functionality, but with the ability to follow you around, which is great because anyone who's ever been in a new city in a tourist situation knows that you get lost pretty quick. So having that would be grand. You could say, I'm over at the Horse Guards, how the hell do I get across the map? Then you're right there, which is great. That's extremely useful, and props to the developers for thinking that one through. As far as getting maps, other than the design elements, the only major hijinks to this app's bundle, so to speak, is the fact that there aren't maps available for everything. I've got these 3 quick maps. I had a Scotland one earlier, a Glasgow map that I got rid of. I'm not really sure why. But and some of these don't have overlays too, like this Manhattan, New York one, though it looks gorgeous. doesn't have any overlays, meaning you can't click on, say, St. Mark's in the Bowery and then get more information about it. But there's just not that many maps for certain cities, especially in the US. This is, I think, more of a UK-focused app, which is fine for people like me who love the UK. But you know, at the same time, I happen to live in the States, so having more information about state cities would be great as well. So basically, you go here and then click search, and then search for whatever city you're, you know, perusing. So let's say Baltimore is a good example. And, you know, it's kind of hit or miss in that sense. Like I did Belfast earlier, and I couldn't find any maps for there either, being a UK city that I couldn't find. Obviously, I didn't find anything for Baltimore. So basically, there is a free version of this app. What I'm going to recommend is this is a fantastic app that's available for $1.99 in the App Store. That's a great utility if you can find a map. With that in mind, there is a free version of this that allows you to download 2 maps. So, keeping that in focus, you know, before you commit to the $2 app, that is a fantastic utility and a great bargain, you know, go check out what cities you're going to be using. Say you're going to be traveling to, you know, Phoenix, Arizona. Go check that out really quick with the free version and see if it's there. And if it is, go ahead and buy it. You know, give it a go. Download as many apps as you, as many maps as you can find for Phoenix, and then just splurge. You know. But the point of the free version, in my opinion, with this app, is mostly to see what's around. You know, if you live in the UK, I feel like you're going to get a lot more out of this app as far as, you know, there's a lot more cities available, a lot more content for the cities that are there in the UK, more so than the US. But at the same time, there are a ton of US cities out there. Like New York, obviously, there are quite a few for New York. So go ahead and give that a go, especially with the free version out there. Why not? So with that in mind, you know, just to give a MakkaMappa, excuse me. Yeah, again, pronunciation of that name. One of the other features that I've neglected to mention before I give the final wrap-up is the ability to create maps on MakkaMappa.com and then load them to your device. You can do this yourself and then put in overlays, which is fantastic. And it really fleshes out the content as well for other users, but at the same time, having more content there for download would be better than having the ability to make your own. But at the same time, it's cool that you can. You feel like a pretty, you know, hotshot cartographer. So at the end of the day, MakkaMappa is a fantastic utility, like I've been saying. You know, if you can find content, it's a great way to know where you are and to move around. I especially like the GPS located services, as in the sense of it'll follow you around, which is great on the map, and it'll also, you know, it'll actually tell you what maps you have that are near your location, which is just great. That's very intuitive and very smart of the developers to include. The design isn't quite finished, but you know, a quick update will fix that up, so no worries there. But at the end of the day, we're going to give it a 4 out of 5-star rating just because of all these things. You know, it's so close to being the perfect tourism utility. And with more time and more content produced for this, with more people making maps, it's only going to get better. And there is a free version, so like I've been saying, go ahead and check that out. Give it a go. Give it a, you know, a quick search or two to see what's in your area. You can filter for, you know, up to like a 500-mile radius around whatever location you're searching for. So go ahead and give that a go and see what pops up. So at the end of the day, MakkaMappa gets a 4 out of 5-star rating, amongst other various app pronunciations. So 4 out of 5, and a hearty recommendation for me. I really liked seeing what this app had to offer for iOS. It's great as far as travel apps go. So 4 out of 5, this has been Luke Patrick reviewing for the iPhoneAppReview.com, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. As always, check out our YouTube channel for more video reviews, or go to the iPhoneAppReview.com for heaps more. So thanks for tuning in, you guys, and we'll check you later. Bye.